Hey, this is B from Kong's Rest, and I'm at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles for the Arc War Tour. There's a special group that's here. Let's check it out. All right, I'm here with Braun, and you want to go ahead and quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Braun Mitchell. I'm the esports manager for Arc System Works America, and we're here at the Arc World Tour Finals 2024.
Nice. So we're at the Shrine Auditorium. Tell me about this event. It's the first time coming out here. What exactly are all the players here doing, and what are they playing tonight?
So we've got players here for Under Night In-Birth 2, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, and Guilty Gear Strive. This is the culmination of our 2024 tour. So we have our LCQ going on behind us right now. We've got the players playing for the remaining spots in the finals. So tomorrow is the group stage, so they're playing to get into that. And then on Sunday, we have our top 8s for all 3 games.
Nice. And here we also have Iconic with these. Have you played any of these cabinets yet? Have you got a chance?
Yes, I got to mess around a little bit when we were getting the setup together. This has been a cool, fun activation of us being able to give an arcade cabinet feel to some of our legacy titles, as well as Double Dragon Revive, which will be coming out later this year.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right, let's take a look at the Double Dragon cabinets that are built by Iconic Arcade, aka To Die For. These are custom commissions that Arc System Works designed and had made for this event only. So you can see here the marquee there is beautiful. There was a combination of a lot of folks in the home arcade community that you might know that helped put this together. But so far, take a look at this design. It is a Taito style body cabinet that you can see there. The control panel itself features that nice laminate art that doesn't have a plexi cover on it. The monitor itself is a little bit different though. It's a 16:9 monitor that is 4:3 ratio with the bezel. They fixed some of that edge banding problem issues there, you can see. I really do like the control panel feel. The buttons and sticks are using IL-HAP clones, and they feel really good. So I'm not sure if they ever make it into production if they're going to use those, but they're going to use better joysticks and buttons. Again, probably one of the best marquees I've seen, double reverse printed, super really clean. You can see these giant 4-inch speakers on the top there as well. The backside all closed up, has the power on the bottom there. It's just one little button. Feels more like a custom arcade than a production version. You can see some tape there. You know, stuff is a prototype, and the banding itself, that's just actual tape as well. It's not real edge banding as well. So you can see what they've done here on the prototype side. Let's take a look at the measurements from side to side. It is a little less than 25 inches from edge to edge, and the inside of the control panel itself measures just under 24 inches, so you have about ½ inch for the sides there. So on the top to bottom, in terms of how big this thing is, this measures a full 68 inches to the top there. So pretty huge cabinet. It is definitely in that XXL size. Feels really good in terms of width there from the front to the back. Little less than 29 or a little over 29 inches there as well. Now let's take a look at that custom Double Dragon Revive arcade cabinet. This is the same body style as the original arcade, but a custom design using the artwork for the upcoming game Double Dragon Revive, which is one of the most fun beat-em-ups I've played in a long time. You see the artwork there. There are some issues with the control panel artwork that I'll share in just a moment, but you can see there from the design, it's using the full 16:9 screen. It is a modern game. Everything else is the same. Has a lit coin door. It's really similar to a Retro 530's coin door. You can see from side art there, looking really clean. But there is a power button in the middle of his forehead, and there's another button covering up the Double Dragon Revive logo. So a couple little things there you can see that need improvement, but otherwise this cabinet is exactly the same, and those USB ports come in handy when you're playing a modern game like Double Dragon Revive. Again, this game is going to be coming out in the fall in October. You can see some of the gameplay styles, the characters. It comes out in October for all the different platforms. Definitely something I would consider picking up. All right, I'm here with the one, the only Bobby Vu To Die For. What'd you do, man? What's this? Can you tell me about this?
This is a beautiful cab I've ever done in my life, bro. The best of the best. So iconic. The design.
Iconic,
from Sean.
Okay. Yeah, all right, so this is this an Iconic Arcade or is this a To Die For product? What is going on here?
To Die For production.
Okay, To Die For production. So you made a prototype specifically for Iconic Arcade for this event here, Arc System Works. And so this was a cab that you helped put together. Tell me who helped you put this cabinet together.
Oh man, put this together by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I put this together by myself. I put this together, the cab by myself, but the design, guys, Sean and John D.
All right.
Okay, designed this cab make it so authentic, so close to the arcade. Not only that, 68 inches with the wheel, almost 70 inches height. 2 players, comfortably play, full size, corn door by Retro 530, right? The marquee. This is the best marquee I've ever seen in my life. From Sean. This is a reverse printed marquee. I built this, I put to die for touch, power button, and a volume, right? And no need plexiglass. This is like pre-laminated right here. It will not smear. Authentic IO joysticks with cherry button switches. Same thing, IO hat buttons, everything right here.
Nice.
This is just a concept, a prototype here version, and this is amazing. You can see the size of this, right, guys?
Super
Look at
big.
this.
All right, you just described a pretty awesome product, and people might be excited to purchase this. Is this something that you think people are going to be able to get sometime soon?
This is a special made for this event.
Got it.
That's all I can say for now.
All right, so this was a commission that was made for Arc World Tour, but let's talk about the Double Dragon Revive cabinet there. This is a little bit different. Same body style, Taito style body, but what's different about this cabinet?
Different is the white. The white really pop, and this is originally Don D idea right here. Wow, right? White bun Don D, and this is not released until October. This is just a trial version.
This is the updated game. It's called Double Dragon Revive.
It is very amazing.
This is a
looks
trial
amazing.
version of it that's coming out later in October, but this is just an arcade version. So this is something that didn't exist, but something that we just wanted to put in an arcade frame for people to test out here at the site. So what else is kind of unique about this? Is this something that
Also, you can play like, for the Double Dragon uses 7 buttons. While they added a USB, you can either play any controllers or play as a joystick. And it's also a push button as a coin. It looks like in a modern arcade these days, it will fit right into a home arcade.
Nice. All right, there it is, Double Dragon Revive. All right, Bobby, any last words you want to say about these cabinets and what's going on with you?
Of course, I want to give a huge shout out first to my boy John D, okay? And especially Retro 530 for this coin door. My boy Angel, aka Disability, for all the effort, for helping me out, for all the stuff. And who else? Scotty Retro, my boy Scotty Retro. And JC Reno for all my team effort to help me out to build this cab. Without them, it's not possible. And Sean, especially Sean, with the design, artwork, design cabinets. It is amazing. I tell you what, the camera doesn't do justice. You need to see it in person, right? Clean like a mother, yeah, to die for.
So Bobby and John D were a little vague about what this is and if this is going to be available for the home arcade community. So here's a statement they said about this particular product. They said that Iconic Arcade is proud to partner with Arc System Works as an official sponsor of the Arc World Tour Tournament. As lifelong fans of Arc's legendary arcade legacy, we're excited to showcase a set of one-of-one Double Dragon arcade machine prototypes at this event, bringing a true classic back to the arcade scene. Stay tuned for more details as we celebrate the games that defined generations of players. So there you have it. That's the official statement about these products. Again, they are prototypes. Will they come to market? Who knows? They can't officially say, but these were made as prototypes with potential production in mind. So on to one of the most highly debated topics recently in the home arcade space. What's going on with Iconic Arcade / Media 1UP and their cease and desist rumor? Are the XXL cabinets for Street Fighter 2 in jeopardy? I asked John all these direct questions and he gave me this statement coming up here. I tried to ask him about if the cabinets are still coming out, if you could still pre-order, if fan feedback was available still, all those things. He said check out the statement. This was tattooed on his forehead, and he kept on saying it. So here it is. It says, "We remain on track to release the highly anticipated arcade Street Fighter XXL later this year. However, in light of newly introduced tariffs, we are reviewing production adjustments based on fan feedback to ensure we deliver the best possible experience. And while our original target was June, these changes may result in a slight shift in the delivery timeline. We will provide a formal update as soon as details are finalized." So there you have it. That's the canned statement. I tried to ask John the hard questions. Fortunately, he didn't give any great answers, in my opinion, but this is as best as we got in terms of a formal statement from Iconic Arcade. I feel like they should be putting this statement out on their social media and other platforms and not through this, but John did share this with me that it was okay to share out in light of this is one of their first public appearances in a while. So I hope they do make some sort of official statement on their own rather than just this. But there you have it. Let me know in the chat if you want to hear anything else. I'm sure at some point they'll be looking at fan feedback about what else the community wants to know, but this is what I got for you for this. So final thoughts on Iconic Arcade's Double Dragon prototype cabinets, both the modern revived version and the classic ones. I think from an aesthetic standpoint, these are probably one of the nicest XSL cabinets I've seen in person. Just to be able to see the design itself with the artwork for both the modern and the classic Taito cabinet design, it's a fun looking cabinet. Probably one of the best marquees I've seen. So the quality of the marquee, the quality of the actual artwork itself, the control panel, the buttons and sticks are finally real sticks. But again, remember, here's the caveats. This is a Bobby Boo to die for special commission one-on-one prototype. This is probably not something that you would see in a production version. I think they're going to be able to reduce some of the issues or quality of a cabinet built like this. The actual frame itself was more hefty and built using JC from Tulsa Arcades. And so I don't know if the heaviness is going to be quite the same, if it's going to be the same thickness of all the cabinet and the plywood or the MDF or whatever they're using. So I don't know, it just feels higher quality than what a production model would be. So I don't trust that. But the positives though, 69 Lenovo monitor in there, even though yes, it's a 69 monitor, fitting the bezel it's a high quality monitor. And one of the questions I asked John is, are 4.3 monitors getting more expensive? And the short answer is yes, they're becoming more and more obsolete, and they're using a well-known company that's backed this entire process, Lenovo, and so they make great monitors. So the quality of this compared to a BOE is fantastic. So I think the monitor quality is great. And so when you think about that, as long as it can still run 4.3 things and hide the bezel, I don't have an issue with it. You know, you're just getting a larger screen that eventually you might be able to take out and repurpose for other things. Who knows? But in general, am I a buyer for this? Unfortunately, no. I'm not really in the market for a cabinet like this. I was a fan of Double Dragon and Battletoads, but I didn't really play it in the arcade much, so it's not something that I think I would purchase myself. There's still a lot to be seen in terms of the front end and what they use inside. These are just running right now in the inside of these. They're supposed to be Pi 5s or PCs. This is just running MAME on a PC right now. So that's all it is at the moment. They didn't say anything about what this hardware would be like. If they're not even ready for a production what this is going to be, but you could probably predict it would be a Raspberry Pi 5, you know, for the original one, but the new modern Revive would have to be a mini PC because it's a pretty powerful game. So those are my thoughts on it. What am I going to rate this? What am I going to scale this, Michael B? It's hard to say. I don't really have a great rating. I give it a B. What do you know, huh? 100% it's playable. I had a great time here at Shaq's Funhouse, aka the Shrine Auditorium, aka Arc World Tour. Thanks for having me out, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.